Hey, what's up you guys? It's Brynne and today we're going to be telling our ghost stories. This is the second time I'm filming this video, so if I'm a little fast with it, that's why. Because I do need to get posted today and I still need to edit it and all that. But I had filmed it and it was all edited and it was perfect, but somehow it got deleted, so that's a little frustrating. But here we are. Um, sorry. So, ghost stories. I have a lot of them. I picked the three top ones, and I'm going to be telling you those today. My room is kind of dim because I wanted it to be a little weirder, but it didn't really work out because it is 2:20 in the afternoon. So, yeah, let's just get started with the first story. So, story number one. This is about a little boy, or a little boy ghost. I was living in Fort Collins at the time. I was like 6 or 7, and we lived in this apartment, just me, my mom, and my brother. So this is what the apartment looked like. I kind of drew you guys a visual because my explaining skills aren't that good. So here would be the kitchen. Here would be mine and Cortez's room. We did share a room because there was only 2 bedrooms, and so my mom got this bedroom, which was like upstairs kind of, but it had like a spiral staircase leading to it, and then this was just the living room, and there was like a patio, but I didn't draw that. So we're only focusing on the inside. Okay, so one night I heard this like knocking kind of sound, and then like it'd be like running, then it'd be knocking, and then it'd be running again. Like it sounded like a little kid. And I was like, okay, well, why is Cortez up? And so I got up out of my bed and I saw that he was still in his bed. So I was like, oh, maybe it's my mom. So I went to go see, and she was upstairs, in her room. So I asked her, like, Mom, you're waking me up. Why are you doing that? And she asked me what I was doing, like what she was doing. So I explained to her, like, I keep on hearing knocking and then running. Like, do you think it's one of our neighbors? And she was like, I don't think so. If it's that loud, it's probably in the house. Have you checked on your brother? And I was like, yeah, he's asleep. And so she was kind of like worried about that. And then all of a sudden we saw this like little boy figure, but he didn't look like, he looked kind of like Cortez, but not like exact replica. He had on a baseball cap and then like a t-shirt and just like some basketball shorts and then tennis shoes. And like I was like, huh, that looks weird. And then my mom was like, Cortez, get back into bed. And the little boy ran downstairs, and my mom followed him, and so did I, of course. And he stood next to Cortez, like on the bed, and then all of a sudden he just disappeared. Like we were looking at him, and then he just kind of was gone. Like within the blink of an eye, he was gone. And so that that kind of creeps me out like a lot compared to like some other things. Like that one, sorry, my hair's all effed up. But that one's really weird to me just because like it stood next to my brother. It could have done something, but it didn't, and it was pretty nice considering it was a ghost. Okay, story number 2 is in an apartment in Nebraska. Um, I don't really remember this apartment. This is a story that somebody told me. So this is a story that my grandma told me, and so that's why I don't really remember. I was pretty young. I was like 3 or 4, and so yeah. Anyway, so we had this rocking chair in the living room, and then Cortez's room and my room were here, and then my mom's room was right next to us, and then it was like the kitchen area, and then like the living room area. So my grandma one night was watching us, and let me tell you a little bit about this ghost first. This ghost always used to watch TV. I know that sounds so weird, but my mom would, turn off the TV and, go to bed, and then like maybe an hour or so later, she would hear the TV on. So she would walk out, and the rocking chair would be rocking back and forth, and the TV would be on. So sometimes she would say, "We need to turn off the TV. You're gonna wake up my kids. They're sleeping." And the TV would turn off and stay off after that. But she never turned it off. Like, like the ghost always listened. She always turned it off, and like she was apparently an older lady, like maybe my grandma's age. So I'm guessing she had kids. So then the one night my grandma was babysitting for my mom, she was watching us, she put us to bed, whatnot. I was on the top bunk, and then we had this bottom bunk, and it was a little bit away from the wall. Cortez had rolled into that spot between the wall and he was suffocating. So the ghost had woken up my grandma. My grandma was sitting in the rocking chair, and all of a sudden it started rocking. And so grandma, kind of was like, oh my god, why am I doing that? Stop rocking. And then she felt a cold hand touch her face. And then she heard the words, you need to save him. Go save him. Go look. You need to save him. He's not safe. Go save him. And so my grandma immediately wakes up and runs to our bedroom, what is happening? And she sees Cortez, stuck there. So she, gets him out, and, that ghost was always very nice to us. And so I'm really glad that she was there, because without her, I wouldn't have my brother right now. And I never actually saw her. I think I might have saw her, once. And all I can remember is that she had really long blonde hair, and she wore this nightgown, and she had really small glasses. That's all I can remember of her. I don't really remember any actual features or anything else. Just she was wearing a gown, she had long blonde hair, and she had glasses. That's my second ghost story. My third ghost story happened not too long ago, maybe a month ago. I was sitting in my room just doing my schoolwork, and I was listening for Zoe. She was taking a nap, and my mom went to the store with my brother, and my other brother was already home for 30 minutes. All of a sudden, I heard this laughing, and it was a deep man's laugh, and it sounded so familiar to me, so I was like, maybe there's a TV on somewhere, maybe it's from a show that I've seen. I checked, there was no TVs on, nothing, so I went to go check on Zoe, sound asleep. Not that I thought it was her, but, maybe. And so I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Maybe I'm just hearing it. That's fine, whatever. So I was like, I'm just gonna take a break from my schoolwork. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just kind of thinking too much about stuff, and I should take a break. So I did. I took a 5 to 10 minute break, and then I went back to my schoolwork. And a minute into it, I heard the laugh again. I was like, oh my god, what is that? Where's that coming from? And then I heard what sounded it sounded exactly like somebody pulling up my garage, because it doesn't go up by itself anymore. We have to manually do it, but it sounded like somebody was pushing up the garage, and so I was like, okay, maybe the boys are home. And I looked at the clock, and they still weren't out of school for another 5 minutes. I'm okay. So I went to go check, and was ready to yell at them for coming home so early, how did they get out of school? But the garage door wasn't open, and so I was like, maybe it was somebody else's garage. And then I looked, all of the garages in my neighborhood were closed. I was like, okay, I swear, I need to get some sleep. I'm sleep deprived. That's all it is. Just going crazy, apparently. And then I heard the laugh again, and I was like, oh god, where is it coming from? So I grabbed a baseball bat, and I walked downstairs, and there was nobody there. Nothing. So I was like, okay. And I heard the laughing again, and it sounded like it was right next to me. And I was like, you need to stop. This isn't funny. I'm scared. You need to stop laughing. You don't stop laughing, I'm going to start crying. And then I didn't hear the laughing again. And so I went upstairs, just started doing my schoolwork like normal. And then I was like, who are you? Sorry. I was like, who are you? Who are you? Why can't I see you? Why won't you let me see you? Why are you laughing? What is it? I was like, you know what? Whatever, it's fine. Then I pulled up my Facebook page, and I saw a video of my grandpa, my Papa John, and in the end he laughed, and I was like, oh my god, it's him. It's his laugh. That was his laugh. How did I not realize that sooner? What? And so I said it out loud. I was like, oh my god, it's you. Oh my god, oh my gosh. And then I heard, a knock almost, but it was really faint. So I like opened my door and there was nothing there. So I went to go check on like everything else and there was nothing there. So I was like, okay, that one was probably just me hearing stuff, but the other ones were not. I swear, if somebody else was here, they would have heard it too. Or it was literally only meant for me and nobody else could hear it. But then the garage door open and I didn't think to go check because I was like, it's probably just messing with me. But then my brother came in and I was like, oh, hi, you're home. Hello, how are you? And yeah, so that happened and it's been kind of creeping me out ever since because I want to know if it was my Papa John or not because we were always really close and we always used to talk about ghost stories together. So I wonder if he's like trying to tell me something, but I don't know because I will never be able to know unless he lets me. So just have to wait, I guess. Anyway, on a much happier note, actually, I don't have anything. Well, that sucks. I am just going to end the video here. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had fun talking about it. If you guys want to see more or if you want to hear different stories, I have a lot, so just let me know in the comments. I have like different supernatural stories that are like I have like dreams or I have like things that I've done like based on supernatural stuff. So if you want to if you want to know anything about that, just let me know in the comments or you can like tweet me or come on one of my Instagram things or something like that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please go watch Sierra's video. It was really good. She had a couple stories too. And I really hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Bye.